Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Certainly the coin of the day, or the coin of the week, you could say. Took ages for ADA to take off a little bit, especially the entire time throughout summer was extremely boring into October actually. And now we finally have a little bit of movement. I don't really have anything to add with regards to the wave count. The wave count is still accurate, is still correct. We're dealing with a diagonal pattern here. Yes, this can turn into something more bullish, of course. You know, we can have, well, it's already a 5-wave move we're tracking anyway. So we're tracking basically a bullish structure here in the short term. And then we just need to see, and I can't remember, did I actually mention that in the last video? I think so. I think I showed you the bigger picture wave count. Let's just go back. You can also feel free to check out the previous video for the greater context. But the yellow wave count here, so basically the assumption is that we're dealing here with a 5-wave move in a diagonal pattern. That third wave is pretty full, so it can pull back at any time. We reached our target range. We've seen quite a nice pullback today, but it's not enough to say that this fourth wave has started. And if the support in the fourth wave is holding, we should still get a fifth wave. After the fifth wave, we get the big decision point. That could be a breakout setup, which will then develop, because if the pullback after 5 waves up is corrective, like this, yeah, then this would be a breakout setup, and this could be the absolute escalation phase in a third wave rally into the all-time high region. Then we could still get a larger 4 and a larger 5 to get to all-time highs. This is the pathway to all-time highs. At least it gives you a bit of a roadmap. Along the way, I will always add the relevant support levels and so on. However, it is also possible that these 5 waves form, and it's just a so-called B wave top, and we will break down afterwards. You know, that is absolutely a possibility. But at the moment, I'm not looking for that primarily anyway. The trend is up, right? We just need to be aware that after 5 waves, we will have a big decision moment here, because it will be after 5 waves up, you know, the decision comes. The market will only make that decision. Yeah, it's not me, you know. Don't treat wave counts or Elliott wave or anything, or any technical analysis as too predictive. You know, it's not a crystal ball. It has predictive powers, absolutely. And they've taken us yesterday into the target range where the price was rejected. But it is primarily what the analysis reveals are levels, support, resistance. It's very simple. It's very simple. Sometimes too simple to for people to believe, but it's actually very simple. It's just levels, okay, pivots that can be traded. If they break, then we know that, for example, the bearish count is playing out, okay? So what they are projections, okay? They are projections. We have a projection for a bullish scenario. We have a projection for a bearish one. And what we're doing, we're looking at the microstructure to understand which of the two is playing out. What you need to be aware of in altcoins, crypto, anywhere, the chart can change its mind all the time. So that's why it is so useful to track the micro, to understand when the chart has changed its mind. And that's exactly why we get these levels, and the levels tell us if the chart has changed its mind. Because if certain invalidation points are crossed or support levels break, yeah, then we know, the chart wants to go rather the downside pathway, or it wants to take the pathway to the upside. At the moment, and that's the funny thing, and that's great, both wave counts, bullish and bearish, lead to this decision point, both together. So they are mirror counts. They move together. We don't need to track 2 micro counts. We can just track 1 for both scenarios. But only after we have 5 waves up, they can move away from each other. Well, in theory, they can move away from each other all the time. But at the moment, as long as the parameters are adhered to, we should get our 5 waves. So that's where we now take a look at the microstructure. Microstructure suggests wave 1 in place, wave 2 in place, wave 3 could be in place, absolutely. But I need to see, as I explained in the last video, a break below 49 cents to confirm that the 4th wave has started. Until then, it's absolutely possible that we are still in a 3rd wave. So you don't want to confirm a trend, the break of this 3rd wave. You don't want to communicate that too early. So the 4th wave should then unfold, and the 5th wave afterwards, okay? I have added already in the last video the support area for the fourth wave, which is down to 34.5 cents. So below that, I have to assume that this was an ABC top and we're breaking down already. Nothing I'm looking for primarily at the moment. But we just need to know what the levels are. That's why we track the support levels, yeah, which can also be used for finding an entry point. So, and now let's take a look at our microstructure. Again, you know, the wave count is pretty full. I haven't got any further wisdom for you with regards to the micro. Just to confirm that the support area that I think I made the video exactly at the top earlier today. So this was our target area that was communicated yesterday for this move to the upside. The price got there and got rejected. And now I gave you then also in the last video a micro support area. That the idea of that support area with support between 56.9 and 49 cents is that you know when the trend breaks. At the moment, we could still be in the third wave. Yeah, we could still be in the third wave, and I will assume we are, as long as we are in holding above 49 cents. Only below 49, it will give us a good clarification that the third wave has topped. So I also can't tell you, okay, you know, will we go up further from here or not? But it's a support area that if it holds, can send us higher in an extension. There are levels to watch, and the first level already did lead to a positive response. Can you see that? So again, it shows us that we're on the right track with our wave count, because otherwise the market wouldn't have reacted so well to the 23.6 Fibonacci level. Okay. So yeah, again, it's the 50% Fib level that if it breaks tells us this third is over. If we get another high, which we absolutely could, you know, there are many ways of counting that micro. To find support, you just treat it as if we are still in a third wave. So we use that 50% Fib level. The next upside target is 69.3 cents and then 74.5. All I can share with you is that the ideal targets for this third wave have been reached. So a pullback gets much more likely. I mentioned that in the last video, and we did get a pullback. But what I mean actually with a pullback is the fourth wave. But until it breaks below 49 cents, it can still easily extend. So you can use that info for trading. But for example, someone who might have entered down here could have taken some profits already. You know, that's how you manage that. That's up to you, of course, how you manage these levels. I always say, you know, these levels, you can integrate them into your trading plan. But how you trade this is, of course, up to you. You will have your own trading plan. You will know if you're a breakout trader, a pullback trader, whatever, a momentum trader. And so, you know, there is not the right way of doing things. But I can share with you the levels where I believe the price is going to turn around. It did turn around here. And the thing is, though, now, and I mentioned that, because we reached already the targets, I don't necessarily expect further upside, but further upside needs to be still, how do I say that? You need to be ready, right, for further upside as long as it's holding above 49 cents. So, you know, I just say that to avoid disappointment. If people say, okay, I sell it all, you know, in the resistance area, then always remember that third waves can extend as long as we're holding above support. And a fifth wave is also still, you know, let's say, ideally going to unfold. But yeah, that's sort of what we can see right now. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.